Hi everyone and welcome to Real China, another exciting episode out here in the parks of Fuxing Men. Wonderful. Let's see what we've got coming up for you today.
Which Golden Globe winner was in one of the biggest Chinese films a decade ago? I'll tell you all about it in this week's gossip section. Find out which singer-songwriter took the Asian music world by storm before superstar Jay Chou exploded into the scene. And finally, let's see if Harry and his friends are able to keep the magic going at the top of the box office for the second week.
Before all that, however, we're going to be taking a look at a remake of Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury called Fist of Legend, and this one stars Jet Li from 1994. Check it out. In the same way that Kenneth Branagh challenged the Olivier legend by remaking Henry V, so Jet Li took on martial arts icon and Fist of Fury star Bruce Lee with his own Chen Zhen movie, 1994's Fist of Legend. This remake, set in 1937, begins with Chen Zhen studying in Japan alongside his super cute Japanese girlfriend, Mitsuko. Due to the racial tensions of the time, some rather unfriendly local karate students burst in and foolishly decide to teach Chen Zhen a lesson. Idiots. Despite his victory in the classroom, Chen Zhen falls victim to an emotional sucker punch when he discovers that his beloved master, Huoyan Jia, has been killed in Shanghai. With a tear in his eye and a kiss from Mitsuko on his cheek, he heads back to Jingwu School in China. Chen quickly seeks out the Japanese sensei who defeated his master in combat, and then proceeds to smack him around a bit. Flawless victory. Realizing that Huo couldn't possibly have lost the fight under normal circumstances, Chen arranges a graveside autopsy. Turns out, Huoyan Jia was poisoned. Chen is somewhat peeved by the news, as is the new head of Jingwu School, who just so happens to be Huoyan Jia's stroppy son Ting-An. Ting-An becomes increasingly jealous of Chen's talents, and things eventually reach crisis point when they square off against one another in the courtyard of Jingwu. That's what happens when you mix it up with Chen Zhen. Banished from Jingwu, Chen ends up living beside his master's grave with Mitsuko. It's cheaper than taking your girlfriend to watch a horror movie, I guess. It isn't long before Ting-An turns up to say sorry, after which he and Chen Zhen take on the incredible fighting machine that is evil Japanese commander, General Fujita. Now, there have been three major people to play Chen Zhen. One of those is Bruce Lee, the one that you fancy,
yes.
A bit of Bruce, eh? Also Jet Li, and we've got Donnie Yen. So which one of those three is your favourite Chen Zhen?
Bruce Lee, no doubt.
The one that she fancies. Shallow.
Like
Shallow as a puddle
so.
she is.
Anyway,
before you shame yourself, you tell me, this week you want to talk about Hollywood stars in China.
In China. You know, like we know Bruce Lee, Jet Li, the Chinese actors in Hollywood, but I want to talk about Hollywood actors in
The Chinese actors in Hollywood always shame themselves, but let's do Hollywood actors.
The other side of the story. Now let's start with Christian Bale, who was just here a few
Mr.
months ago.
Angry himself. What was he doing here?
He was filming with one of the best directors in China, Zhang Yimou.
Oh, subjective. But what was he shooting here?
Nanjing Heroes.
Oh, Nanjing Heroes. Didn't Zhang Yimou make a film called Hero?
Yes.
Is this the sequel?
No, it's not. It's set in a different time. It's 1930s in Nanjing, so during the war.
The Rape of Nanjing!
Oh dear.
Okay.
So Christian Bale played a priest, so I hope he kicks butt a bit, you know, in the film.
What's he doing in the film?
You know, he helps, 13 prostitutes to, like, with...
How heroic.
I know,
Saving prostitutes.
Exactly.
Okay, but I have to say, why didn't they just have someone like Liam Neeson instead? Because Liam Neeson wouldn't just have saved 13 prostitutes. No, he would have defeated the entire Japanese army all on his own.
Okay, no, everyone is a fan of Taken, okay?
Taken!
Anyway.
Okay. So who else came to China?
Let's move on to, like, 10 years ago, we have Donald Sutherland.
Oh, Donald!
I know,
what was Donald
he
doing
was
here?
in Feng Xiaogang's big hit, right? Big Shot's funeral. That was so cool. I wonder how
am twice as amazed because you got the title right. Okay, good job.
Anyway.
There we go. But so Donald was here. That's nice.
How
Who
did
else?
we even get him? Anyway, we have Will Smith.
Well, they paid him.
He's coming to China soon, shooting a
Will Smith is always in China.
I know, but he's coming back, possibly shooting a TV series. So not a film, a TV series, a crime drama with Fox. And he's working with a Chinese-born director, Eva Jin.
Oh, she's American now, isn't she?
So that's exciting.
Okay, but the thing is, like, I thought TV is something that you do when your movie career stalls. So why is he moving back to TV?
Well, I mean, Will Smith, I think he wants to do everything. He's got music career, he's got like production companies and all that.
But he's already got the big TV hit, The Fresh Prince.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Okay,
yes.
So who else? Anyone else?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, you like him?
I do.
Except he's shorter than you.
No, he's not. Don't be rude.
You couldn't date anyone
I love you,
shorter than you,
Joseph. Anyway, so he's been promoting his new sci-fi Looper.
Oh, that's the one that you didn't understand the plot to.
I know, the plot is a bit confusing.
Okay.
So, yeah, maybe
it's kind
he's
of confusing,
moving into the sci-fi field.
Oh, because he did Inception, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which also confused you.
No, he didn't.
I got it first time.
Anyway.
Okay, but I've got to say, a lot of these stars that we think of in the West as Chinese, they're actually not. They're actually from the West. So take Maggie Q, photo of Maggie Q.
Right.
She is hot.
She's
Ring
beautiful.
a ding ding. Get off screen.
Anyway,
and she's actually born in Hawaii.
She's a half Vietnamese and half Polish.
That is an odd combination, I have to say, but it works. It works, doesn't it? And the one that you like, Stanley Huang.
Stanley Huang.
He's from LA.
Born and raised in LA.
Shooting Lay's boyfriend.
No, they played a couple.
Look at the face of jealousy. Can we zoom in on her eyes?
She's
gone.
Okay.
Look at your eyes are popping out of here. Before she explodes, let's go to Music Box.
Hi guys, and welcome to Music Box. Taiwan superstar Jay Chou is thought of as a musical pioneer for his Chinese R&B fusions. But before he exploded onto the scene, there was another young singer-songwriter taking the Asian Music Award by storm. That guy is David Tao. Tao was born into a musical family. His father, Tao Dawei, was a famous actor, singer, host, and animator, and his mother was a Chinese opera singer. Tao grew up in America, where he was heavily influenced by Western music. In 1993, he met Taiwan producer Wang Zhiping and headed back to the island to write songs and produce albums for numerous singers. In 1997, Tao released a self-titled album, David Tao. The R&B style songs immediately struck a chord with the record-buying public. The album was a critical smash too, receiving 5 nominations at the 9th Golden Melody Awards. This album contained many classic songs such as Airport 1030, I Love You, Blue Moon, and Everything's Gone. Two years later, Tao returned to the music scene with a rock ballad entitled Rain, from his second album, I'm Okay. The song and album turned out to be more than just okay, however. Both were smash hits across Asia, and the album notched up a total of 6 nominations at the 11th Golden Melody Award. After 3 years of silence, Tao released a third album, Black Tangerine, which is still viewed as a classic. The album contained a great deal of social commentary and turned out to be the pinnacle of Tao's career, both critically and commercially. One song in particular, Dear God, dealt with Tao's feelings after the September 11 terrorist attacks on America. In his view, love for others had vanished from society, replaced by a love of money and material things. released his fourth album, The Great Leap, after another 3 years away from the spotlight, picking up Album of the Year at the 2006 Taiwan Golden Melody Awards in the process. Despite the critical accolades, Tao's selling power has been on the wane for the past decade. In some senses, this has freed him to make the kind of music he really wants to. His latest album, Opus 69, for example, has seen Tao return to one of his musical passions, rock and roll. With this kind of music, he can truly express himself and his feelings. So it's not all bad news for him these days. That's the end of Music Box. See you next week.
During the break, you won't know this, but Cajun was actually on the phone to Zheng Ling, begging him to have Stanley Huang as next week's music person.
No, I wasn't. He's a nutter. Don't believe him. He was actually begging Zheng Ling to have like Alva for next week. So whatever.
Difference between you and me is I gave him money. I'm not cheap. Anyway, let's go on to top 5, eh?
Rounding out the top 5 this week is Hong Kong wuxia comedy Treasure Inn. The film stars Nicholas Tse and Nick Chun as two highly skilled but underused police officers. Together, they must find out who murdered the richest family in town and stole their priceless heirloom, the White Jade Goddess of Mercy. Looks like the stars of Mysterious Island are still battling hard for their $1 million prize as the film clings to 4th place. But to scoop the cash, they'll have to do more than just play games. Slip into 3rd is Wuxia from Hong Kong director Peter Chan. Despite the title, Chan's film is actually a detective story that brings together Kung Fu megastar Donnie Yen as a local papermaker and Asian heartthrob Takeshi Kaneshiro. Looks like Megatron has finally been defeated this week as the 3rd Transformers film loses momentum and crash lands into 2nd.
Optimus!
You may lose your faith in us, but never in yourselves. From here, the fight will be your own.
The magic ends here, but it's only the beginning of its box office success in China. That's right, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 is #1 this week. Let's see how long Harry, Ron, and Hermione can stay atop the Chinese box office.
We've kept him alive so that he can die at the proper moment.
Bring him to me.
Let's find out where he is. If we find him, we can end this.
I say we jump now!
Now, Potter is still #1, unsurprisingly.
I
but
know.
what you don't know is that Cajun does a wonderful impression of Alan Rickman. Go
I
on, do it.
don't
Do the
know.
Potter. Go on.
Potter.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Not,
Anyway, if
nutter.
you know that I like Emma Watson, but which of the boys would you choose? Would you choose Harry or would you choose the ginger one?
I like Rupert better, actually.
To be honest,
But-
you're probably more suited to Voldemort.
Oh!
Anyway.
I will make you disappear first, anyway.
Hope so. Say goodbye.
Bye, see you next
Bye
week.
for now.